Second Chance Animal Rescue in the Melbourne suburb of Craigieburn, the routine of daily preparations is well underway.
Usually it's really busy, so most people don't even have a chance to go and get a coffee. I've got to keep all these beautiful people hydrated and have a coffee. A lot of the girls haven't even realised I've been ordering double shots for them. It's a very essential part of our day.
But for Scar founder Marissa de Batista, the workday began a little earlier than usual when she got a call from a vet in nearby Melton about a newborn kitten.
All right, little monkey. The poor little thing had been abandoned by its mother. It was alone, it was cold, and it was hungry. Look how tiny you are. So they contacted us and asked if we could help and take him on. Oh, you're covered in poop. Okay. Want another dog? Okay, come here.
Kittens this young can't clean themselves, which leaves them open to infections.
Look at your tongue. You're cute.
Weighing just 85 grams, it's much too young to survive on its own. And the fact that it's been abandoned is a big concern.
Mum cats are really clever and they tend to know when there's a kitten that's born with deformities, internal issues, or they're just not quite right. It's survival of the fittest, right? So they need to choose those that are worth putting their time and effort into, and the weakest ones can be abandoned. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with the babies that come into our care, but we always have that in the back of our mind. Why was it abandoned in the first place? You're looking for a feed. Oh, that's good. I'll get you some food in a sec.
Its eagerness to feed is encouraging.
That's a really good sign. If kittens are really unwell, they don't want to feed. They're not going to try and look for food, so they can fade really, really quickly. Oh no. Okay, you look a bit better now. When little babies come in, I guess my maternal instincts come out and I want to be their mum and look after them. I just want to squeeze them because they're so cute. He's a purrito. Keeping him warm is really important right now. He doesn't have mum or his litter mates to keep him warm, and he's so tiny, so he'll lose body temperature very quickly, and that could be a contributing factor for him not surviving. Okay.
Just like a human baby, it will need round-the-clock care and regular bottle feeds. But even then, its chances of survival are only around 30%.
Baby's definitely feisty, which is a great sign. Look how cute. Can I be your mama for the moment?
Next door in the vet clinic, practice manager Caitlin is grappling with an extremely confronting patient.
She's probably the worst dog I've seen in a very long time in terms of the mats. And I've been in rescue for about 10 years. All right, darling.
When Daisy was surrendered to Scar this morning, her coat was so knotted and overgrown, it completely covered her eyes.
When you see her the way that she was, all you want to do is fix her straight away. There's not a lot I can do, but I can clip her and make her comfortable. But yeah, it was pretty confronting and pretty shocking to see a dog in that bad a condition.
Hello, beautiful girl. Was it nice to be able to see you again?
Not much is known about Daisy's background, but clearly she's severely traumatised.
I know that's a bit slaughter, isn't it? We'll stop that.
Being in the state that she's in, she's quite shut down, and that's why she's standing there quite still, because she's just scared.
Such a good girl. Might need a bit of a pat, but
We're just trying to do it very slowly because obviously the mats are really tight to her skin, especially with the feet because they're quite bad.
it's all right, sweetheart. I know that one hurts. I'm sorry.
Seeing a dog in such distress is all the more heartbreaking, knowing it can be avoided.
Call the clinics, ask for help because there's no need for a dog to get into that state. It's just not fair on them. And if it's a financial thing, just please ask for help because there's people there like us that will help you. You want to have a break? Can you have a break? I need a break. I need an emotional break.
Coming up, it's out with the old
Say thanks, kitten.
and in with the new.
Have to wait.
Hi, let's go in. Come on, sweetie. Come on, let's go. Let's go see Gabby.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Gab.
Oh, hey, buddy.
When Dim Sim the pug was surrendered to Scar a week ago, he had an ear infection and needed a good groom.
He's shedding so
Oh, my goodness, you need a brush, honey.
But he certainly had not been going hungry and weighed in at a cuddly 11 kilos.
Oh, yeah, it's a little roly-poly.
Yes, so we're going to take him on and hopefully get him to lose some weight.
After 1 week in foster care on a strict diet, Dim Sim is preparing to face the scales again.
You ready?
And it's time for Natasha the vet to find out if he shed more than fluff.
What are the scales? Good boy, sit. $10.6. That's amazing. 400 grams in a week, that's amazing.
That's a huge win for Dim Sim.
I am extremely pleased. He is our little biggest loser today. He's definitely done better than I have.
But before getting too carried away, Dim Sim has a few more boxes to tick.
Hi, Papa. Good girl.
In the vet clinic, Caitlin has drafted in Gabby from reception to help with grooming Daisy, the surrendered poodle.
Good girl. You're a silver poodle under this.
Well, I've got a couple of dogs that need clipping as well at home, so therefore I've become quite good as well. Not professionally, but I love that side of it. I'm a bit of a hands-on. Whatever I can do, I try.
Although it never gets easier to witness, she's taught herself to focus on an animal's welfare and not to dwell on their owner's neglect.
It's tricky not to be judgmental. I've had to really learn that because you don't know what people's situation is. That person at least is doing the right thing. They've reached out rather than just dumping an animal. So that's the most important thing. It's that now she's going to be safe in our care because she's only 7 or 8. So she's got lots of years of love to give.
Oh, yay. Say thanks, kitten.
One little tail that can hopefully wag again.
But as more of Daisy's matted fur comes off, the extent of her neglect becomes more apparent.
Oh, look at all the fleas come running out.
She's covered in fleas and she's got really rotten teeth.
Okay.
It hurts my heart, to be honest. It's sad.
Daisy's dental disease is so advanced, all of her teeth will have to come out. And her filthy knotted fur may have also caused a painful urinary tract infection.
She's got quite a lot of pus and matter around her vagina, so that could lead to build-up of bacteria that goes back into the urethra and causes bladder issues.
I know, darling, I know.
Up in the office, Marissa is attempting to get on with the business of running the shelter while babysitting.
You have to wait. Stop yelling at me. You're like my own children. Look. Oh, there we go.
When I'm looking after newborn babies or fostering them myself, they come with you everywhere. So you go to work, they come with you. It's a hazard of the industry. We have them everywhere and we don't mind one bit.
At such a young age, it hasn't developed enough to clearly see its sex. But it has developed some important motor skills.
Your legs all work. That's great.
It's a really good sign that he or she is moving around and being so vocal.
However, things could change very quickly, especially in a baby that needs bottle feeding.
Fading kitten syndrome is something that we'll need to watch out for. They're doing really well and then all of a sudden they just fade literally and pass away very quickly. It's always very difficult, but when we take in bottle babies, we always know that there is a risk that they may not survive. And I think going into that, you need to be realistic that they may not make it, but it's worth it. I feel like we have to give them a chance and they deserve that second chance. It's what we're all about.
At least we can say we've done everything we can to try and give him a good go. Fine. Oh, really?
Coming up,
That's going to have to be paid.
reality bites.
It's just like any business, we need to pay our bills to survive.
And love is a pug.
Oh yeah, it's the hair.
Oh, you like hair?
Hello. Hey, boy, so you've lost 400 grams. I'm very impressed. Okay, you can just pop hands on him just to make him feel nice and secure. Okay. All right.
With the assistance of foster carer Sabrina,
Oh, good boy.
Natasha is now giving Dim Sim a thorough checkup.
So his teeth look really good.
Yay! You got good teeth. You got good teeth.
Eyes look good. We also had some trouble with his nasal fold. So when you do have these excess skin folds, that skin can't aerate. You've got increased moisture, increased humidity. Provides a perfect breeding ground for these yeast and bacteria. All right, well, let's have a look at the rest of him.
Pugs' shortened noses and small windpipes also commonly restrict their airways, causing them to wheeze and pant loudly when stressed.
I literally cannot hear anything today. All I can literally hear is...
Trying to listen to Dim Sim's heart is a walk in the park compared to examining his ears.
All right, so I'll get you to put a pretty good grip on him.
Okay.
All right. All right. Might get Caitlin in here to actually hold him for us. Is that all right?
Yeah, cool.
All right. Full of character, full of personality, but pugs can be quite belligerent, actually, when you have to do anything with them.
And he's also a master of diversion.
Oh yeah, it's the hair. That's what he's going for.
Oh, you like hair? You
Yes.
like hair too.
Yeah.
Oh. That was your disgusting snot in my eye.
We get sneezed on, snotted on, peed on, pooed on. Anal glands, they're a fun one. Yeah, very glamorous. They are snotty, salivary little things, but you gotta love them.
You're all right. Good boy. I know. That good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Ooh, good boy, Dim.
Dim Sim is not making it easy.
I know.
I don't think we're going to get far with this. All right.
These are current, that can wait. That can wait. Can wait. And urgent.
In the office, Marissa also has her hands full,
All right, well, that's going to have to be paid.
with a far less appealing problem than a wriggling pug.
It's bill paying time, and I just need to prioritise what is urgent and what can wait. So hopefully I can get through a chunk of these today, but I guarantee you they're not all going to get paid today.
The costs of running the animal shelter, vet and adoption centre add up to $15,000 to $20,000 a week.
We need oxygen in the vet clinic, so let's pay that bill. Most of our bills are from medical supply companies, and then we've got our electricity, our computer systems, we've got rates, telephone systems, everything. You name it, I've got it. Waste disposal, it doesn't end.
Although it's a non-profit organisation, SCAR receives no government or council funding. Aside from the income brought in through the vet clinic and adoptions, it relies on charitable donations to keep the doors open to the animals that need their help.
We have an absolutely amazing network of patrons and people who support our work, and we just couldn't do this without them.
But making ends meet is a constant juggling process.
We'll pay one of their bills and the other one can wait. We'll share the love, hey? It's just like any business, we need to pay our bills to survive. We try and keep it going by ensuring that we're paying on time. This place is so important to me, and it's been a lifelong mission, and just the thought of losing it because we can't pay the bills is heartbreaking. We get by every single month. I don't know how sometimes. Overdue, please pay now. That's good. We will try.
You're a good boy, right?
Jimmy's
Best boy.
It seems that Natasha is at last getting to grips with Dim Sim.
Good boy. Well done. Really, really tricky to get to his nasal folds and get a diagnosis and give them a bit of a clean. But to be honest, who actually likes having their face touched?
And Caitlin's quiet tenacity has been rewarded.
That's a good boy. That's a boy. Good boy. Such a good boy.
With some dogs, obviously being up high can be a little bit scary for them. Doing it at their level on the floor sometimes can be a lot less stressful for the dog.
Good boy. Well done.
At last, Dim Sim is free to celebrate his triumphant weight loss. Coming up, Marissa calls in the sexpert.
I think we might have to take bets on this.
And Daisy meets her foster mum.
She's really good, yeah. So good.
Look at you. Oh, I know. Do you think it's a girl or a boy?
Marissa is calling on vet Natasha's skills in determining the kitten's gender.
I think we might have to take bets on this, but I'm gonna say boy. Little male kittens may not have had their testicles descended yet, so we can't necessarily rely on that.
Then look at its face, and that is a pretty could possibly be some tortie markings, or it could just be poop staining. I don't know yet.
She might be a tortoiseshell. Torties generally are always female.
But for safety, the 2-week-old kitty will go by the unisex name of Charlie.
Look at him. Good. Oh, yeah, he's definitely hungry. Yeah, he's ate some little teeth. Yeah, that's good. Fat little teeth.
I know. There was no fleas on him, which was great.
Excellent.
Listening in through the stethoscope, however, Natasha isn't entirely happy.
Would have hoped for a slightly faster heart rate. A slow heart rate in a cat can be a problem. Most likely he is a little bit cold. That can cause a decrease in the heart rate.
But overall, little Charlie looks good.
I think he's in a pretty good state of health. Definitely needs a little bit of TLC. Can't see any overt problems which would cause him any issues in the future, but I think he just needs some close monitoring and make sure that we stay on top of his weight checks.
And Natasha is sticking to her early prediction as to Charlie's gender.
I'm going with, I think it's a boy.
Whoever wins buys the other one a coffee.
Done. Deal. All right, shaking on
I think
pat.
I've already lost because now I'm thinking it's a boy, but that's okay. I'll buy it.
After enduring hours of clipping to liberate her from a filthy matted coat, Daisy the poodle's distressing ordeal is finally over. Her journey to recovery from years of terrible neglect will begin at the home of one of Scar's most trusted foster carers.
Christian's a beautiful soul. She's been with us for a couple of years now, and she's just gorgeous.
So good.
You always get a little nervous taking on a foster dog. The first pickup is kind of like, what are we getting into?
I'll give her over to you in your loving hands.
But any anxiety you have quickly goes when you see a foster dog and how much they need a loving home. She's obviously quite traumatised, and, you know, we'll see just what we can do for her. That's all we can do. Show her as much love as we can.
Daisy will need a lot more medical care over the coming weeks before she's ready to go up for adoption. But Caitlin is relieved that she can now start the process of healing.
She will get lots of love and feel a lot better after that, I'm sure.
It's the end of a tough day.
I'll just go home and give my little dog a cuddle. It was very emotionally draining, and, you know, you value what you have at home a lot more when you see animals like that.
Next time on The Pet Rescuers, it's all hands on Homer.
Smells of bloody wall.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Marissa goes on a mercy mission.
Get him in quickly. All right, let's go around this way. Up, 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 up.
And every gram counts in Charlie's fight for life.
That's 7 grams on yesterday.
Hey, Timmy darling. Say hi. Say hi.